Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Patrick here, and we return to D&D within
You've been rather
Minecraft.
quiet since we left the tower. Something I should know? Something is clearly bothering you. It might help to share the burden.
I let my emotions get the better of me. When we were trapped in that barrier, I was not thinking clearly, and even if I had been clear-headed, there was so little that I could do. It's galling. I feel as though I am not much of a dragon anymore. I cannot say as I even feel particularly useful. I feel weak. Ever since I lost my body, I have had little or no control over my life. It's unsettling.
That actually would be
I
terrifying.
hate it.
Yeah, that's
That's
understandable.
understandable. I can only imagine what that feels like.
You needn't imagine anything. You and your breed are inherently weak. Pawns of fate that can only hope to not be caught in the conflicts of those greater than you.
That
That
was
was
uncalled for.
uncalled for.
Perhaps. Yes, I spoke too rashly. I should not have said that.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No, I do not think so. But thank you for asking.
You're welcome, bud. So, yeah, he's probably falling into depression. Captain. That's a pretty good animation there. Oh, yay! Yeah, we have access to this. Guard. Okay, let's find Mr. Viceroy. Probably saying his name wrong, like I do with almost every other name. Yeah. I am lost, aren't I? Oh, this way. You guys still there? Yeah, you guys don't have to be there, you know that, right? I mean, most of the guards are gone. I wonder why Vaster's still there. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hey, bud.
I was wondering if you would return at all. I considered scrying to see if you had decided to just make a run for it. Glad to see you didn't.
We'll be back later.
Oh, that was abrupt, but all right until then.
Okay,
I was wondering if you would.
We've got the book you wanted.
Excellent. Oh, does that mean that Ardro?
Yeah, he's dead. The weakling couldn't even defend his own tower, it seems.
That weakling was one of the finest scholars on
Eesh.
interplanar politics and commerce, and the academic community is much the poorer for his loss. I kindly ask that you treat his memory with at least some respect.
A cult of devil worshippers had taken over his tower and removed him.
Devil worshippers, that's a bit, extreme. I certainly hope that Adro had nothing to do with them. So many people seem to forget how committing your soul to a devil is usually a rather permanent affair. I would not want that for him. He could be unpleasant, yes, but he was a good man, all things considered. Do you know what they wanted from his tower, or why they were there?
Portal, if they...
They had some sort of portal. I think they were using it to summon more devils and stay in contact with the devil in charge.
That cannot have been their only reason for being there, though. They could have taken residence and opened a portal anywhere.
Well, they did say something about needing a safe place. They thought there was some sort of impending calamity and were using the tower as a fortress.
Really? Did they say what this calamity would entail?
We didn't really get that far in conversation. Between them trying to sacrifice me and all that.
Ha! All right, that is fair. I suppose I had hoped for too much.
We did, however, run into that masked man we told you about, though. The one that was in the cave when Vire was taken out of his body.
Really? What happened?
He sounded like he was spouting nonsense. Neither Vire nor I could figure it out, but he then killed one of the cultists and their leader before taking whatever they were using to open the portal. A couple of its minions were also killed outside the tower while fighting against the things living there.
Pretty fair indication that they're not exactly friendly acquaintances, then.
So now what? You intend to uphold your end of the bargain?
Yes, the charges against you have been wiped clean.
Okay. So what are you going to do now to help us?
Help you? Whoever said that I would help you?
You did? You said that you would help us if we cleared out the tower and got your book for you.
I said that I would wipe the slate clean regarding your criminal activities and waive your fee for entrance to the Great Library. The matter of helping you with your little identity crisis is something else entirely.
That's dirty! You made it sound like you were going to help us. You just used us.
It did sound like that, didn't it? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just toying with you a bit. I was planning on helping you from the start, as the problem piqued my curiosity.
What an asshole!
Though this ought to remind you that you should be careful about what someone says and what you agree to. There are plenty of devious people and creatures out there.
Fair enough.
Either way, I had actually already begun investigating some leads. This may not exactly align with my specialty, but we have hundreds of researchers in my department, so I've enlisted their help.
You can just do that? Get them to drop their own projects?
Of course. What good is being a head bureaucrat if you cannot throw around your weight a little every now and then? Oh, and speaking of assistants, I should also note that no one has been able to identify the creatures that you described to me earlier. That in itself is rather peculiar, considering how many people in this city are fascinated with magical creatures. None of our experts have any answers, though. Fortunately, the Avowed are a curious lot, and are working all the harder to determine who or what you encountered. Since you ran into one of their kind again, if their bodies are still where you slew them in the woods, finding and examining their anatomy would go a long way towards solving the riddle. I will send someone out to find and retrieve them.
Did you know Wizard Adro particularly well?
He was actually the last disciple of my late master Mordenkainen. It is how he came to possess our master's last written work. We trained together for a little while, though I struck out on my own while he was still an apprentice. They were both far more invested in the workings of the multiverse than I was. If I'm being entirely honest, I was always a little jealous of how well they got along. Still, it is hard to imagine that both of them are gone now.
Is there anything we can do to help speed up the research?
Not now, I'm afraid. Now it is just a matter of giving our Avowed some time.
What should Vair and I do in the meanwhile?
Well, you're always welcome to find other work in the area. Otherwise, you have been through quite a lot in the past few weeks. Go to the inn, get some rest. Come see me again once you've had a solid night's sleep. I may have some more information for you by then.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, a Padawan. Let's have some fun. Especially when the crazy Padawan character is twerking in worship. If anyone who plays D&D knows the meme I'm referencing. You will leap. Okay, I know where the inn is. We shall return to Foot Inn. Oh wait, it's down here. Can I talk to you? Hi.
What can I do for you?
Do you have an open room for the night?
Yeah, haven't had a lot of customers lately since most travelers aren't being let into the city. So you got your pick of the place. just be 1 gold piece.
Here you go.
Thank you. Now, let me just show you to your room.
Sure, it says pricey. I think gold coins freaking everywhere.
No. Stay away. No. Stop it. Leave me alone. Go away!
Vair!
No, this is pretty cool.
Vair! It's okay! There's no one here, it's just us. Just us, okay?
No. Leave me. Get back! Where are they? Carter, where are they?
Wow. That was cool.
That's not the first time you've had a dream like that. It's getting worse.
Yes, they are.
What were you dreaming about?
You needn't pretend you saw it too.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Oh, it's no longer night.
About last night.
Please, do not speak of it.
It's just that, was the experience really that bad? Having your body stolen. I know you were scared, but those dreams you have and the way you acted when the cultists caught us.
Wow, it's really delayed.
I said not to speak of it. I want no reminder of that. But if you really insist on satisfying your childish, idiotic curiosity, then just know this. Having my soul ripped from my body was the most painful thing that I have ever experienced. I did not know that pain could be so complete or overwhelming. Not being able to do anything about it was even worse. Now be silent and go speak with the sage.
We can't push them there. I don't enjoy being called idiotic, but he was pushed. But that definitely wasn't cool. We definitely should have pushed him there. Oh no, here we go. There we go. Hey!
Ah, there you are. Yvonne and I have been working on your conundrum. I have some good news and I have some bad news.
Oh no, what's
Let's
the
hear
good
the
news?
good news.
Well, to begin with, we have found a way to safely separate Vair's soul from your body and put it back into his own while expelling the parasite that is latched onto him.
What's the bad
The
news?
bad news.
The bad news, I'm afraid, is that the artifact you need to put Vair back into his own body is rather far away, and may not actually be where we think it is. You see, while investigating, we encountered 2 principal problems. Removing and transporting another creature's soul is actually rather simple if you have the appropriate knowledge or equipment. I've done it myself on several occasions. The problems are that Endandravair's body is already inhabited by a living creature that may have some control over it, and furthermore, we do not know how much damage this creature has inflicted on Vair's body, nor whether removing the parasite forcibly would do even more. For all we know, removing the creature would kill Vair's body, and trying to put his soul back into it would be, well, pointless. He would simply die as any other creature does when their body expires. To address this, we tracked down an artifact known as the Rod of Alignment. Its relatively simple, if exceptionally powerful function, is to set things back into their natural intended state. It can only do so on a limited scale and needs time to recharge, but it should do the trick.
What's the
The
catch?
The catch is that, like I said, we are not absolutely sure about where it is. We just have a very good guess that will at least put you on the artifact's trail.
Is that enough?
Will that be enough on its own?
Yes, though depending on how powerful the parasite is, you will likely need to weaken the creature before the artifact can extract it. Living things can resist magical effects, but weakening the target will reduce its ability to do so. The rod was last seen in the possession of Myastan Kimmerin, a morally dubious dragonborn druid. Without getting into too many details, he was last seen with it in Icewind Dale when going to speak to a storm giant friend of his who lives in the area. There have not been any reports of the artifact since that visit, though Kimmerin has certainly left their mark on various places without it in the intervening time, so we think it may have been left in the storm giant's keeping. If not, then they may have an idea of where to find it.
Yeah.
Where exactly
Dale.
is Icewind Dale?
It's far to the north, beyond the spine of the World Mountain Range. It's about a 1,200-mile trip from here.
You're kidding.
What?
It took me nearly 2 weeks to come even a tenth of that distance.
Yeah, I probably should have included that in the bad news category.
Okay, so
Who is Myastan exactly?
Myastan is his dragonborn clan name. Kimmerin has made a name for himself by protecting wild places and, well, destroying or sabotaging anyone that threatens them in any way. He has hurt a good number of people with his rather extreme methods.
Okay, so I need to get a
How
giant
are we supposed to
help?
get this giant to help us?
I don't know. That is for you to figure out. I'm sure that a resourceful duo like yourselves can manage.
We
Okay.
should get going then. Any recommendations for getting to Icewind Dale? Preferably within this century?
Funny.
Well, there's a ship heading north in the next day or so. I arranged passage for you, though you will have to find other ships heading north on your own once this one stops in Waterdeep. Shouldn't be too troublesome this time of year. Oh, and one last thing. One of our occultists was able to identify those grinning creatures that you have encountered. They are called Gru, and are part of a large, mysterious category of creatures commonly called Starspawn.
Oh.
Whatever their purpose is here, it cannot be good. The few times the Starspawn Gru are mentioned in our books usually labels them as minions, shock troopers, and harbingers for even greater evils and agents of ancient mad gods. How they came here is unknown, but their very presence
Mad
is
gods.
troubling. The people working with them probably worship whatever elder god the Gru serve. I suspect that you have found a cult of the Old Ones, which may explain why the man in the mask was interested in the devil cultists you found in Adro's Tower. They would likely have similar goals and could be using similar resources.
This information has left Thessery shaken. He does not seem worried so much about the Gru themselves as to what their appearance in our world might mean.
What else can you tell us about these things?
Unfortunately, not much. Very little is known about them other than that they come from a place beyond the known multiverse.
Oh. That's fun.
Mordenkainen himself never dared travel to their home, as it is a place beyond human reason or understanding. Simply going there would destroy a mortal, or at the very least drive them insane.
This information has left Thessery shaken. He does not seem worried so
Oh.
much about the Gru.
What might they want with Endandravair's body?
It's impossible to say. Many creatures that come from other planes have been known to open more portals to their homes and thereby facilitate an invasion. Theoretically, since dragons are tied to the very nature of magic in our world, they could use him as a focus or anchor point, though they would also need his soul for that, since the soul is what really ties dragons to Faerun.
Huh.
It could be that they simply need a host large enough for the parasite. There's also the possibility that they have taken his body to their home plane, in which case there is nothing we could do.
What?
Well, that wasn't exactly enlightening. What can we do with that information?
Very little, I'm afraid. Still, I thought that you should know what you are dealing with.
Okay.
Keep this with you as you travel. You can use this to contact me from anywhere in Faerun at any time. If you're in dire trouble, or if you encounter something that might be very interesting to me, use that. Otherwise, abuse this privilege and I will sever the connection permanently. Now go down to the docks and you will find passage on a ship heading north. Good luck.
Oh, that was something else. Fire Sorry, what? I have a fire shield. Well, that's awesome. chaos theory. Failed evils are powerful entities, much older than our own dignities, and even our own reality, because of the people worship them. They have powers or protection or other usual things that worshippers ask for. Most elder evils, though, want very badly to material reality and transfer it to their own insane tastes. Huh. And the metallic dragons. They are typically more noble and compassionate. There are exceptions. Okay. Firen. This is the name of a content which you look at it. Laboratory, and it's only part of engineer other universes. Some of these others are self-conscious named Firen, and some may have someone very like you. But this is the one where you belong. This primitive magic is connected to many other planes of existence where good, pure evil, and the elements themselves live. Yeah, it's a lot of things. Spawn. When planes exist in some like Firen, some however are so and simply looking into them for a moment can drive a mortal mad. These places are where every elder evils live, being an immense unknowable power they seek to dominate the material world we live in, but can now for one reason or another. Say they send your angels and soldiers to restore the spot to take them away. Interesting. Oh wait, hold on. I got a new stat. That might be why for me to use them. And now add the strength. I am a barbarian after all. And that's enough for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I sure did. This was very fascinating indeed. Kind of lengthy too. I am now gonna run over to the ship and start recording the next episode of the ship. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye.